As of right now, I don't know the score. I don't know how many outs there are. I don't know who's hitting. Really throwing together bullpen, some DIY, do-it-yourself kind of deals where you just throw a mound inside of some clay. And home plates were shoved in the ground, looks like last week. And yeah, a couple holes where the catcher's feet go. It's not very nice and makes you appreciate Savannah a lot more for sure. Ooh, good hit.
I don't know if I've ever seen a player have as much fun as Bill Leroy. He embodied what it's like to be a banana.
He's insane, he's crazy, but he's always gonna bring that personality. The fans love him.
It's about the impact you're making on others. It's about how you think about the fans. He just embraced it.
It might be him hitting BP in his boots and his Daisy Dukes. Plays with a lot of enthusiasm, and that's what makes Bill Bill.
Yeah! There you go, baby!
I've obviously heard a lot about Bill before I got here, being my first year, but he's everything that people says he is. I wrote a letter to all the catchers the other day, and I wrote in the letter to Bill of just, you're the epitome of what a leader looks like, especially in Savannah with the Bananas. And then he'll also be the guy that's, you may not see him for the entire game because he's down catching every bullpen when he's not catching during the game.
I might mosey my way on down there and be by the phone for the bullpen guys. But yeah, I'm here for some energy, and I can possibly catch if I need to, or late in and pinch hit, whatever they need me to do. Lugs needs you in the pin. Okay.
You know, the bullpens are obviously not near the dugout too. So, you know, a guy like Leroy, who's a spark plug, if he's in the bullpen, you know, he's not firing up the dugout.
If I could play a role as almost like a coach today, like a bullpen coach here. I got my phone ready for Pi to call me and let one of these losers go in and pitch. So I enjoy being around the ballpark, and it's a day off, but it's a nice day to watch some baseball and constantly learn and grow. If I can tell them one thing or two things to get their mind off of anything and just focus on pitching and help them on the mound, and I did my job as a catcher in the bullpen.
The bullpen at Macon is beyond the left field walls. It's almost like you're stuck in a desert out there, so much so that we bring our own tent to that game. I don't think I've ever been a part of a baseball team that, hey, grab the buckets of baseballs, grab the bats. Oh, don't forget the tent to put up out there so guys aren't baking in the sun.
They're traveling upwards of 5 to 6 hours on these trips in total, and then they're playing in front of an entirely different scenario than here in Savannah. It's really it's quite a trial, actually.
Well, look around. It's obviously the environment's not as nearly as fun to play in as is at home, but it's still baseball though. So we're here having fun, having a good time, and got to bring your own energy here.
Here, there's not really much going on. We got maybe like 50 fans in the ballpark altogether. It's a tough night for the energy for sure. Definitely not the same vibe.
This is what Gillum talked about the other day, of just learning how to be consistent through everything that you do. Like, it doesn't matter how many fans are in the stands. It doesn't matter the atmosphere of the game. It's learning how to be consistent through that all, and that includes road trips. That's what makes the pros so great. They go on 15-day road trips, and they're the same players they are at home. And I think that's what these guys got to start figuring out.
You get a little box of food, and they say, all right, see you later. Thanks for coming and playing some baseball with us. And you're just drenched in sweat. You hop on the bus. I'm sure it's the fragrance on the bus on the way back isn't very nice. It's not. So being a road warrior is the fact that not many people think about. These guys are heading on the road 5 hours, in total driving every other day. They're going to Macon, Georgia. They're going up to South Carolina, up to Lexington County.
We're on a 14-day game in a row streak right now, so it's a tough schedule, and it's tough to get your routines down when it's this chaotic and this busy. But that's part of summer ball, and that's part of just the baseball life in general. You're gonna have your days where it's really enjoyable, where you can play baseball, then go home and have a good time and relax and kick it with your host family, your friends. But there's also days where you gotta get your ass in the bed and get up the next day and get ready to go. If we come home with a loss, it's on me. You should lock him in the bathroom.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
You gotta unlock the door, Dan. Daniel. Oh, you got it.
I want him to blow up.
Going to Macon's a pretty cool trip every time because every time we go to Macon, we make that pit stop halfway there at my hometown in Dublin. So all the guys get to see the fields and the kind of nowhere town where I grew up. So a lot of times I get picked on for it, but it's my heart and soul, it's my pride. So welcome home. Where's my statue at?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest cities in America, actually. It's supposed to be one of the biggest cities in America in the next couple of years. You know why? Because every day it'd be Dublin.
Oh. Let's sizzle some bacon, baby. Told the umpire to throw my dad out of the game. He's hollering at me. I'll call you soon.
Love you, baby.
Love you. I'll see y'all soon.
Oh, this is my baby. Mwah. I love you.
Yeah, I wish you were going to Friday when you're in
I will.
I'll see what's going on.
So I think in the back of our mind, like I never want to act like this is, this is such a chore to be on the road because we're getting to play. I think that's one thing we don't want to forget going into this, as taxing as it is at times.
I mean, you just got to have a bulldog mentality. You got to be ready to show up to play every day. I mean, being on the road, I've been on the road my whole life, and every day I'll just wake up knowing that I need to just attack the day. That's the main thing. You got to go out ready to attack. You can't be passive. When you get off that bus, you just got to come ready to play.
And today we were all road warriors. Come out with some energy today and played well. Fought through some adversity today, or was down early with no hit, and about the fourth inning turned it on and had a good win here. So it's a good win for the boys, and we're gonna get on track. So looking good for the Nanners.
Undercover fan and the awareness that it brings of what it's like to actually and literally put the lens on yourself of I am a fan tonight just brings a different perspective to how you see the ballpark and how you see the people. When Shark announces, from North Georgia catcher #1 Bill Leroy, people go crazy. I'll be interested to see how long he can stay undercover, and if people start picking it up and pointing him out and whispering like, that's him, what is he doing? He cannot wear boots, he can't wear his jeans, he can't wear his cowboy hat, he's got to take the tee out of his mouth, he's got to get rid of all of that. You're in it, you got all your guys down there on the field playing, and you take a night off and become a fan and have to report back to us, what did you see?